This Tasty Thursday, instead of doing Mediterranean month, I'm going to take a break from that theme, and being that it's Irish week, I'm going to do a Irish themed episode, and I will be making some diabetic friendly bangers and mash. And I'm going to be cooking this up. On this episode of One-Handed Cooking, I'll do the dub over later because I don't know if we're going to have people coming in and out. Pick this up. Ew, it's mush. It's turning into mush. Preheating the oven to 350 degrees, and that'll be finished preheating in about 5 minutes. This is probably the only instruction that I'm really obeying off of the box, because they said to cook the cauliflower mash in the container, but I'm thinking I'm going to do glass instead of plastic. It's just a personal preference. If you guys want to follow the complete instruction on the box, that's up to your discretion. Alright, well now, while waiting for the oven to preheat, we're going to go ahead and start working on our gravy for the mash of the bangers and mash. So we're going to get some stuff in this pot soon. Instructions say to put 1.5 cups of water to boil, but I'm going to use beef flavored broth instead of water for a little extra flavor. You hear that? I want you guys to smell this. Rachel, tell them how it smells.
It smells.
she's at a loss for words, people. Now we're gonna get this to a roaring boil. There we go. And then I will mix in the Pioneer brown gravy mix. And they're not like a sponsor or anything. I just felt like using Pioneer gravy just to try them out. And I have 2 packs, but I'm gonna mix in one, and then if I feel like it needs to be a little bit thicker, I'll break out the second pack. I'll go ahead and prep the skillet with some non-stick spray, and we'll go ahead and do that while waiting for the gravy to come to a boil. Set the timer for an hour, and in a half hour we'll check on the mash and kind of just smooth everything out once it's warmed up enough to work with more easier. The seasonings I'll be using are all Irish seasonings, because I looked it up to see what some traditional seasonings that are used in Ireland. And rosemary leaves, sage, and thyme are all seasonings that are traditionally used in Ireland. So these are the seasoning I will be using, as well as a little salt and pepper. Alright, we have some bubbling going on with our beef flavored broth. So now we're going to start pouring in the brown gravy mix, and I'm doing this one-handed, so I'm going to have to cut into the brown gravy mix off camera and start pouring it out. Normally I would like to have the whisk in my hand at this time, that way I can watch this stuff. Watch what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to do this. Grab the whisk. Just this, and then we do a little powder, and then we whisk.
What do you need me to do?
My dear keeps using her audio-ness. And it's lumpy, but I'm going to try to get the lumps out. And we pour. What would really help, like, to prevent lumps is, like, not using a camera and just focusing on the gravy and the mix. But unfortunately, I don't have 3 hands. So I'm just going to try to whisk this into shape and smooth it out, and once I work on this a little bit, I'll get back with you guys. I open the containers of seasonings, and I'm going to do a little rosemary, a little, oh wow, this one doesn't have a little shaker. Just put a little of that. And then we'll do some thyme. A little bit goes a long way, so go ahead and mix those in. Nice gravy. And we'll do some of this. So that's looking good. And consistency is all up to you. If you want real thick gravy or if you want a thinner gravy, then you just add or take, just, it's hard to take away, but so you can always add to make something a little bit more thinner if you find it's too thick for your preference. Now, once I get to really cooking, I'll be able to have some more, I'll be able to be more formulaic, if that's a word. I'll be able to have like a formula, recipe, but for now it's just here and there's. So I'm still just kind of new to this whole cooking thing. Now, once I have a studio kitchen, I'll be able to have camera rigs set up. So that'll be nice. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead. This is not quite halfway through, but I just want to check on these, see how they come along. Alright. That's how they're looking right now. I'm going to get there and stir that with a spoon. Kind of get more of that mashed consistency instead of like little bitty like pie loaf things. Starting to look like some mash, and in a little bit I'll be able to work on the bangers of the bangers of mash, because the box said an hour for one box, but I have 4 boxes in here, and this is looking pretty done. I mean, I don't think I'll let this go for the full hour. I'll let it go for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna stir in some of the herbs, so that'd be good. Give it that authentic or semi-authentic Irish flavor. I have my, flannel. I'm not wearing a kilt, but this is kiltish. Yeah, I doubled up on the gravy. I liked the ratio, so I stick with the ratio of the 1.5 cups of beef broth to 1 packet of the Pioneer gravy. So I stirred that up, tasted to see if it needed salt. Didn't need salt because it has the Kroger brand has a reduced sodium, and I've noticed that the reduced sodium stuff is more salty, ironically. And so I have that simmering. I have the mash in the oven. I taste tested. That's going to need a little salt. I'm going to add some herbs to it, the seasonings of Ireland. And I'm going to be doing that soon, probably in the next 8 minutes. Because it's already cooked. It just has to be, to your preferred temperature. If you like cold mash, then, that's up to you. I would kind of like more, a little bit hotter than room temperature mash. So I'm going to work on that. And then once that's, I feel that that's kind of going good, I'll start in on the Irish bangers. Go ahead and stir that all in. Be careful not to burn yourself. Because burning yourself hurts. And that's a dozen minutes. You should probably get that looked at. Now, Irish bangers get their name from the sound they make when they were cooked. So, in order to get a good sound, you gotta really preheat your skillet where you get a nice sizzle and bang. That way we can have some legitimate bangers. Right. The moment of truth. Dang. It's working. Bang. 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 Ah, it's working. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. Nope. There we go. Snack, crackle, pop, rice. Oh, no, that's a whole different product. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking these, and we'll get back with you. I added some of the remainder. I've added some of the remaining. Beef flavored broth to just kind of give it a little extra juice. And I also added a little water to kind of help even out the cooking process, because I noticed they were kind of like cooking kind of more on just the ends that contacted the pot. So kind of diffuse that, I add a little water at the base, that way they will cook more evenly. And these are looking pretty good. Can't wait to open these up and try them out. Alright, we have a cooked Irish banga. Try it out. Pretty good. This one could probably go for a little longer, as do those, but I did reduce the heat to let them kind of simmer, let the residual heat finish cooking the meat. I got the gravy going pretty good, looks great. The cauliflower mash, the diabetic friendly mash, is, I'm going to get a second opinion from Rachel wherever she's at. I'm going to go ahead and get her second opinion on that. And cauliflower mash. 10 out of 10 would cook it again. It's really an interesting dish with an interesting flavor. Very herby, garlicky. I'm looking forward to trying it out with the gravy. Yes. Camera's all steamy from the steam in the kitchen. But, oh, wait up. One moment. I had to cut in some had to use more than one hand. You know, 3 hands I don't have. I have 2 hands. But I get a little bit of the mash, a little bit of the gravy, and a little bit of the, come on, a little bit of the meat that was stuck. They wouldn't quite cut through. That was a good bite. Hey Sophie, I'm sorry you can't have this. It's diabetic friendly but not dog friendly because of all the garlic in it. Yeah, the gravy and the cauliflower mash really go well together. Yeah, that's good. Alright, and that has been an Irish themed cooking video. I'm still trying to, I don't even have a studio yet, so it was kind of like ambitious to try to do the cooking stuff because I have no like real setup. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, watching me put it together, getting it on the plate, cooking it. If you guys decide to do this recipe yourself, hashtag or tag me in it. That way I can check out your outcome. And thank you for watching. And I hope you guys have had a very tasty Thursday and a very happy Irish week, lass and laddies.